That's right, I got 3/4 of a billion units per day. So with these No Man's Sky bases, you could max out your units in a couple of days. I'm just half a billion off the max, so for you, you just need to come and visit my bases. From my first base, collect the oxygen, collect the paraphernalia, and of course collect the nitrogen. And of course, if you don't have enough concentrated carbon, break down the oxygen into manageable stacks and convert it into carbon. Then of course, convert the carbon into condensed carbon. You'll end up with more than 1,500 condensed carbon, then we can move on to the next base. You'll find it under other bases, but the next base is Stasis Device Base B, so of course, let's head there. At the next base, we want to pick up the radon, the cobalt, and of course the dioxide. We want to break the cobalt into manageable stacks and refine that into ionized cobalt. And that'll be the last bit of refining you have to do, so you won't have to spend too much time at my bases. And then we just have to collect the plants for the first 2 biodomes. And now we can move on to Stasis Device Base C. There's all my ingredients so far. If you're having storage issues, you could move some of it to your ship. But let's collect all the sulfurin. And of course, the phosphorus. And finally, the plants from the last 2 biodomes. Select an empty cargo slot, select Stasis Devices and choose View Craft Steps. If you don't have the Stasis Device recipe, a guide how to get it is in my previous video. You'll find a link to it in my description below, and it will also pop up in the corner right now. As you can see in the crafting menu, you can do it step by step, all in one window. But the most important thing you've got to think about when doing this is that you craft the exact amount. So that's 50 of each item, and it's best to work up each tree as you go along, as you may not have enough storage space. But if you do have storage problems, just remember you can move some of it to your ship. Oh, there is one exception to the 50 rule. You'll have to make 250 glass, but it's in batches of 5. And finally, when you craft your first status device, you have to do the rest in your cargo slot. Any surplus materials you can put in the storage container provided. Then head to a space station. When you get to the space station, head to your ship and get in and out your ship to make a save. And then remember to sell to the guys who fly in because you don't want to crash the economy. All the Stasis Device bases are in one system, so that's the first base, that's Stasis Device Base B, that's Stasis Device Base C, and this is my nanite planet. And if you're going to build a base here, build it on this planet. It'll make life easier for everyone else if there's only those Stasis Device bases on those planets. So here's the nanite planet postal address where you should build your base if you're going to build one. And here's the planet location of a little nanite farm. Here's the postal address and the location for the first Stasis Device base. The postal address and location for Stasis Device Base B. And the postal address and location for Stasis Device Base C. But I have one more thing. If you want to build your own stasis farm, here's a breakdown of all the materials required. To make 50 stasis devices, I've broken it down into 3 lists, 1, 50, and how many rows you require in each biodome. So that's 4 rows of 15, 21 rows of 15, and so on. And for the gas and mined materials, I've got the amount required for 1 and 50. Of course, for ionized cobalt and condensed carbon, you will need to double the amount if you're using oxygen or cobalt, as they refine from a 2:1 ratio. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, hit that like and subscribe button, or on the bell thingy. And of course, thank you for watching. See you all later.